Okay, so today, let's do a deep dive into a real cornerstone of Gunpla history. We're talking about the HGUC MS-07B Gouf kit.
Ah, the one from April 2000.
Yeah, exactly. And for anyone maybe newer, HGUC is high-grade universal sentries, that classic Bandai line.
Right. And this Gouf, it wasn't just, another model. It really showcased what early 21st century design was aiming for.
Like balancing the look from the anime with actually being buildable?
Precisely. Finding that sweet spot. It was, pretty ingenious for the time, trying to capture those iconic designs affordably.
Yeah, you can see how that would be tricky. The HGUC Gouf is a great example of how they cracked it, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It set a benchmark for the whole high-grade universal century line, really.
So let's get into the nuts and bolts of that 2000 kit. It came out, as you said, April 2000, regular release.
And the price was 800 Japanese yen, very accessible.
Definitely. Scale-wise, it's 144th, so it stands about, what, 12.63 centimeters?
Which is roughly 4.97 inches. Nice display size. Not too big, not too small.
Right. And it had some clever features for its age, yeah.
It did. Take the mono eye, that classic single eye. You can actually move it left and right. Now, okay, you do have to pop the top of the head off to adjust it.
Ah, okay. So a little bit fiddly, maybe?
A little compared to now, maybe.
Yeah.
But back then, getting any movement without some super complex internal stuff was a big deal.
Right. It showed they could add dynamic touches without breaking the bank or making it impossible to build.
Exactly. Clever, simple solutions.
And the heat rod.
Yeah.
That whip weapon.
Yeah.
I remember some older kits having really stiff plastic for things like that.
Oh yeah, this was different. They used a flexible kind of elastic material.
So you could actually pose it dynamically, like it's being used in a fight.
You really could. It felt, pretty magical at the time. Adds so much life to the model.
I bet. What else stood out?
Well, the shield wasn't just a shield, it also stored the heat sword. Neat little integration.
Oh, nice.
And the machine gun, the Zaku MMP-78 type, it came with parts, so you could change the grip position. 2 options there.
Customization is always good.
Yeah. Now, the articulation, it's definitely more limited than what we see today, especially around the waist and knees.
Okay.
But you can see the design priority was capturing that bulky, iconic look from the original anime faithfully. That came first.
So the kit included the Gouf itself, obviously.
And the Zaku machine gun, the shield, the heat sword, that flexible heat rod we mentioned.
In specific hands, too?
Yep, specific right-hand parts for holding the trigger or the sword hilt. Pretty comprehensive for the price point back then.
So we've talked about the kit's engineering, which sounds pretty impressive for 2000. But why was the Gouf itself such a big deal? Let's zoom out to the mobile suit.
Good idea. The MS-07B Gouf. It was a mass-produced mobile suit designed by the Zeonic company for Zeon.
Right, for ground combat in the One-Year War.
Exactly. It was meant to be the step up from the Zaku 2 on Earth, faster, more powerful, better in close combat.
A real beast on the ground, then.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely outperformed the Zaku in its intended role. Zeon needed something tougher for terrestrial battles.
It didn't stick around as the main suit forever, did it?
No, it didn't. Despite being effective, it was expensive to manufacture.
Ah, the classic cost issue.
Yep. So eventually, Zeon shifted to the MS-09 DOM as their main ground force. It was more economical and arguably more versatile overall.
But the Gouf still became iconic. Overall, right.
That's the name everyone remembers with the Gouf. The Zeon ace pilot.
His fights against the Gundam. Legendary stuff.
Totally. His skill, combined with the Gouf's power, really cemented the suit's place in history. It showed what the machine could do in the hands of an expert.
It's a great example of how the pilot and the machine make the legend together.
Perfectly put. It really highlights that synergy in the universal century.
So wrapping this up, looking back at this 2000 HGUC Gouf, it really shows how Bandai captured the spirit of a mobile suit back then.
Yeah, with some genuinely smart engineering, even if the articulation isn't like today's kits, it's that balance of looks and buildability.
It's a cool snapshot of Gunpla evolution. And hey, if you enjoy these kinds of deep dives into Gunpla history and the lore behind the suits,
you should definitely subscribe. Stay updated on all things Gundam with us.
yeah, please do.
And just a heads up, this audio is generated using AI, specifically Gemini.
Right, so if you happen to catch any factual slip-ups, please do let us know in the comments.
We'll do our best to check them out and make corrections.
Okay, so here's something to think about. When you consider a kit like this 2000 Gouf, with its clever design but older articulation, what really makes a Gunpla kit a classic for you? Is it capturing the soul of the mobile suit, Or is it having all the modern articulation bells and whistles?